Yo, we here. What's going on? Today we talking about Morant. Man, why they doing him like this? I'm tripping. Like, they really tripping on Cause from California perspective, you looking at it like, oh yeah, he wildin'. Like, you don't even ride you can't even ride in the car with the pistol like that. The pistol needs to be in the trunk. You know what I mean? It needs to be locked up behind two locks. You know, different states got different laws, you know. But in Memphis, it's a little different. It's a little different in Memphis. That shit don't rhyme, but it's close. It's an indirect rhyme. But check this out. So in Memphis, you can ride around they don't even have a definition for brandishing your weapon. So let's just from that alone, they don't even have a definition for brandishing your weapon. It is not defined. Like you sit down in a restaurant, oh, it don't feel right on my hip. Let me just set it on the table. Let me just set it there just to let it rest. You know, oh, look at my new weapon. Check that out, man. Check that out. You see that? You know, you go some places and you're not allowed. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed. What's good, man? I got JB, man. He just called in. We on live right now. But I'm just saying, like, I'm telling them how in Memphis, they got what's good with you. Let me get you so I can hear you, man. In Memphis, they got gun laws where they, like, brandishing your gun ain't even a law. Like, it's not even a definition. Like, you allow, like, it would be absurd to tell a nigga he couldn't show his gun. You know what I mean? So, hold on, let me get this. Hello? There we go. We good now. So, what's your thoughts on Morant? I was just getting started, but maybe I was coming with the wrong energy too early. I just finished a cup of coffee, you know what I mean? What's good with you, though?
I'm excellent, man. What I think about it is, it's a little bit much. I can see the first time you in the club, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's not allowed. You ain't supposed to have no guns in the club. So okay, boom, that's bad. This time it's like, he flashed it real quick. They did it live. It's like they really looking into him deep, like harassment almost. Even though he wrong for doing that, but I'm sure other people they wouldn't let it pass. We wouldn't know about it if maybe it was someone else, Feel like they're a little bit, on him tough.
Yep.
More than needed. I was wrong because I made a video and I was saying this shit is probably not in their contract, but I'm sure they make some stuff where they contract is however they feel at the moment, like wording it a different way, You can't do this, you can't do bad behavior, boo, and then they get to call what's not good behavior or what's, not right
They
in
got
certain situations. So.
It's like when Kanye was talking about the contract. It's the same contract, but they make it so broad that they actually taking your American rights away. That you can't even morality. This nigga, you know what I mean? He's getting punished for morality. When is showing your gun immoral?
They can make it fit.
Is it?
They can make it fit a lot of ways.
But
that's the only thing about certain things.
Like you said, it was in the
I
contract. Go ahead.
don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I don't see nothing wrong where they want to, give them, discipline them, to the extreme and give them max, because he ain't cocking it back. He not saying he from this neighborhood or he gonna do something if somebody try to snatch his chain or he just being a young kid. It ain't smartest thing to put everything on the internet. They take pictures of everything they do. They was born when they was born, they was put on YouTube. Or not YouTube, on Facebook and Instagram. Their mamas show the picture when they pregnant. So that's all. That has a lot to do with this. That silly shit too. But I think they're making it too big of a deal, man.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know. I don't. Maybe we'll go into this a little later, but could the NBA? I just want to put this thought in your head. Do you think the NBA could possibly be covering up? Like you look at, like I'm defending Ja on the laws and they being too harsh on them. That it's already the culture. He just doing what the music's telling him to do. But what if like he was? What if he was little? What if he was like into it like Young Thug or some shit? You know what I mean? And the NBA really, that's their newest star. And while vetting him, they done figured out that he that little 200 million we gave him, that nigga threw it. That nigga invested it.
Fucking around, huh? It's possible that there's stuff that we don't know about.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
That they ain't putting it out there. It's very possible.
So I'm a defend just off information we know. Like I feel like he in the right, but if they trying to cover up, then that could be something else. But I feel like I agree with you. They really, I don't like the narrative that they trying to put out there that black people can't own guns. If it's something else, tell us. But if this man in his own state where he's allowed to do it, he's not violating the law. He's the only motherfucker in the state that can't show their gun, apparently, according to the NBA. You know what I mean? In the whole state of Tennessee, like he can't show his gun, but everybody else allowed to. And it's immoral at that. You know what I mean? Some niggas will say people changing they sons and the daughters is immoral too, but not. You know what I mean? But they're not gonna punish them for it.
Definitely. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, they picking at him a little too much. Or maybe it is something else. But like you say, he the face of the NBA. The new people. It's either him, Zion, and Luka, and Zion being hurt, and he's a very talented player. So I mean, it would seem like we wouldn't have knew about it until they told us about it.
Exactly.
It seemed like they would have covered that up if they wanted to. Like, oh shit, here's another one. Let's not put this to the public.
Yeah.
We don't need them for next season.
Something, or they already got them in the file. Like, hey, Ja, you better stop. I heard the shipment coming in. I spoke to the Russians. They say the shipment was coming in again. Another one. You better stop. We're gonna drop another video.
They doing too much out there in Memphis, huh?
Right.
Yeah, it should, because we ain't heard nothing bad about him. Like, except him fighting a teenager, but there ain't been
ain't nothing
with the girls. But like getting caught with a gun, ain't supposed to have it. Like he ain't broke the law, so it seemed like they wouldn't be pressing so hard. But
you're right.
Like you said, maybe it's something else behind it.
No, but I think you're right though that it could be something else. But you're right. Like as far as the news. What they've told us, what we've got in the news, we don't know nothing. So going back to like we don't know nothing. I remember you did a video about they should sue Josh should sue the NBA. I know you were saying that you changed your mind because of the contract or whatever, but I
mean, saying that to say this, they need to have some black owners. Like we put too much black basketball and African Americans or black or whatever you want to call us, we are very in demand on that, and we don't have no owners, and it's still like it's just I don't understand it. So you picking at motherfuckers for little shit, and maybe his daddy need to own the team or something. Ain't sue y'all motherfuckers. But yeah, that wasn't the right. But that's how I feel though. I still feel that way.
No, I think you got a point.
About that.
I think that's illegal. I think morality. I think you should take that to court. I don't think that he lost on morals. Oh, he's listening to rap music and showing guns. Well, didn't they play that gun in the in the auditorium the other day? You know what I mean? When they was running out. Like I'm not saying it was the same song, but it's the same song when it come down to it. They saying the same shit. So it's like
but since you're allowed to have a gun, if you take a picture with a gun in your hand or on your waist or whatever, how's that immoral? But it's immoral because he's a black nigga with dreads and he's young, with jewelry on, doing the dances, playing NBA YoungBoy. It's not a good look for their brand, is what. So
they gotta punish him.
I don't think it's immoral.
Yeah, they gotta punish him accordingly. So if it's not a good look for the brand, they got paperwork. You know what I mean? And I guess if it's in the paperwork that say, hey, if you're not a good look for the brand, we cutting the contract out. then maybe Josh shouldn't have signed that. Knowing he's gonna do what he's gonna do with the money. But if it don't say particularly, hey, if you're not a good look for the brand, we cutting you out. If this is some shit like Kanye, where it's like, hey, right now Kanye, you're not a good look for the brand, so we gonna do all this fuckery to get you out, even though we got to renege on this shit later. We're gonna cut the contract, cut the check, stop cutting the checks to you. You know what I mean? Tell the media we're not paying you no more because you're not a good look for the brand. Like he got a right to come back and get his money back. That's how I feel. Like, when you saying sue, that's how I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, that nigga should sue them. He should try.
I sure was. He got enough money. Yeah, I'm gonna own some of that shit or something because it's ridiculous. And I think it's discrimination and it's based off his race because how is it not a good look? But other people could do similar shit and it's not a problem.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even hear about it because the only thing is why we know about it and it's a big deal is because they putting this shit out.
Yep.
Oh, another time with the gun and the trail music. Here you go again. Like if it's the way nobody could have even knew about that. That lie could have been erased and nobody knew but whoever was on live and they could have shut that shit down pretty much because the way they flashed it and his so-called friend put the camera to him so quick. You gotta really be keying in. The motherfuckers watched the live could have missed it,
Yeah.
They're looking at something at the moment and, I didn't see no gun. What gun,
Yeah, like it is what it is. Like
he a little loose, though.
Yeah, it is what it is. He is who he is, And you can't change
but
that.
He should be able to. As long as he's not breaking laws and, doing shit that he got no business doing. That is... Everybody say he don't have no business doing that and he trying to be tough and be a gangster. Maybe he just like guns shit.
Yeah,
and that's his new gun he just bought,
Yeah. And this is the new thing because imagine all the other the basketball players. Like name a few. See if you give you a minute to name a few. Like I'll go with like just who's kind of went this route where the NBA wasn't a good look. They didn't have social media like they did back there. AI could have had the pistol. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a good look. How we gonna put the flame out on him? You know what I mean? So I think about AI a lot personally. How he took the downfall with the practice and his homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wear a do rag. Like they try to strip you from your how we dress. Our how you say it? ethnicity, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They try to. Well, you can't have your hair too nappy. Can't have the braids, can't, they finally stopped that. Like, shit, they should have been able to sue them. Like, what you mean I can't? Military, I ain't signing for the police office. What's wrong with my hair, It's too thuggish. It's just black. Because this is how we wear our hair,
Yeah. Yeah, they did a lot of that. Right?
It's some discrimination for sure. They like, you niggas get enough money to just, play basketball and go to practice and don't put too much more light on you. You already get enough shine. Now you're doing too much, getting more attention and taking away from the basketball. Which shit, yeah, it's just a tricky situation, because a lot of people gonna say that's all shit. They get paid all that money just to dribble the ball.
They love to count their money.
But that shit ain't easy, or it'd be a lot of motherfuckers dribbling the ball.
Yeah.
And it'd be a lot less niggas dribbling the ball, making all that money if it was just easy, and everybody could just have fun and get paid millions. Shit.
Definitely.
But that's how I feel about it, and I feel about that on a lot of situations as far as our black entertainers and actors, and
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people do shit and we'll never hear about it. Unless they want us to,
Never hear about it. Like you think you talking about Jonathan Majors how they kind of going on him. They just kind of put the ball, they got all the information, they just wait to use it. If all they got on Ja is guns and they ain't got no women, they ain't got nothing on Ja, then man, I applaud Ja. If he out there wilding like that and they can't find one bitch, one little rat to that he did dirty to come out and say some shit. Either the NBA still want him to be the star or I applaud him. He's handling business, he's closing cases.
They're not trying to get they're not trying to get rid of that boy. He got the most exciting done. He's just exciting to watch, man. They don't want to lose that. Ain't nobody playing like Morant, but Morant.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a big loss if they was like, oh, we just taking your NBA career. I doubt that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he fighting a 17-year-old. You know, they be getting out of pocket sometimes. So we don't even know how that went. You know, 17-year-old could have been fucking with him trying to fight him, and if this nigga hit me, I'm about to sue. You know.
Yeah. How old is he?
Much other stuff that's behind it that we don't even know about. But when they feed it to us, it sounds bad. You know.
Yeah, you done got into it with some 23-year-olds when you were 7. You know what I mean? Like the 23-year-olds, they still trying to fight. The little niggas, was ready to fight the 23-year-olds. It's not
grown niggas.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like a big fight. Like it wasn't. It was when you were 17. The doors kind of opened up. Like niggas, everybody was trying to fight you. It wasn't like you wasn't no kid no more. So you know, I don't.
Yeah, you pretty much grown. You about to be 18. You grown. So yeah.
There ain't no putting the age on it. It ain't like it's a you know what I mean? Some assault or something, or I guess it's a physical assault, but not like no like other shit. You know what I mean? With laws and shit.
Yeah, like beating on a minor.
Or beating on a minor or some shit. You 17, I guess, technically. But yeah, that shit different. But yeah, man, I was gonna say fucking something. Yeah, that shit crazy though. That Ja Morant, man. I just don't understand the whole situation. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the media because when they unleash the dogs on him, they talking about he had the AI apology. The niggas type that shit up on the AI machine.
Yeah, I see that. like he can't make a proper sentence or nothing.
Yeah, it was like, hey, give me an apology to apologize to these niggas for some shit I didn't do. I'll never do it again. Like, yeah, I'd have did the same thing.
Right.
It's probably his agent though. It's not him, but I like how they going in on him. I like seeing him looking stupid because the A when they gotta root him on, the A go on their face. When next year when he actually jump over LeBron and dunk on him, like the A like they gonna have to like what they gonna say? Oh, he shouldn't have. This nigga violent. He jumping over the GOAT. You know what you gonna say?
Yeah,
you gonna say he shouldn't have guns? Like,
nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say LeBron's 39. Hey, LeBron about to be 40. Shit, it's bound to happen.
That's right.
Everybody get dunked on, but yeah, he's a whole different type of talent, man. And it just seemed like they trying to, fuck his shit up a little bit for him, for not too much. That's not nothing major, man.
No, man. You seen the pictures?
And I'm tripping off of how everybody on this motherfucker, especially black people. I mean, I can see somebody else, but all these niggas talking about, oh, he's stupid, he's dumb, and I'm like, damn, they going in on him, man.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas ain't never been 20 years old and did something that wasn't, looked at so great, but it wasn't. I didn't harm nobody. I didn't go shooting in the streets like. Y'all making it seem like a nigga did some gang banging illegal activity.
Yeah. He did nothing wild. He pretty much was
just
driving with an open container in the car at most. I'm just saying that ain't nothing. He didn't do nothing worse than driving with an open container in the car. Like him showing his gun in Tennessee. Like I don't even think that it's probably he probably get pulled over for having an open container. But not get pulled over for showing his gun in the car. Like, if you're not pointing it at the police or nothing, you know what I mean? Or that, like someone drive by, like, oh, he had a gun. You know? You going to get pulled over first for the open container.
Open container would have been worse.
In California, different. But
would have been worse. That's your right to have a gun. He's not a felon. He's a professional person with a lot of money. It's his right to protect himself. But you don't want nobody else to see because they saying he flashing it like, look at me, I got a gun, I'm gangster. But that's y'all interpretation.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't say shit.
He showed his gun.
So now y'all just interpret some shit and say that's what it is. Yeah, they some cold. Them motherfuckers cold with it, man.
I think that they got, like you said, it's the black folk. They really trying to like have it be like some tribal. Like they trying to make it like they trying to get the black. Even though like they probably even though Shannon ain't got him at the house. Shannon ain't flashing him. You know what I mean? In front of his friends, just cause the cameras don't make it, don't make it to the cameras. Like, you don't think Shannon got something? Like, you don't think these
Right,
niggas ain't
right.
got it? You don't think Jalen Rose ain't got it? You don't think all them ain't got it? Like, if they got it, you showing it. Like me, y'all keep it in the safe. It's California is different, but some of these other states, like it's a gun culture. You know, it's like
You gotta
yeah,
show it. It's supposed to be shown.
yeah. It's exactly. It's
You
supposed to
gotta
be
carry
shown.
it and let it be known that you got it.
Exactly, or you don't got it and you ain't protected. See,
And,
that's why I'm confused.
and if you're not showing it, you can get in trouble for having it not shown.
What you mean by that?
They want you gotta have it shown.
What you mean? You can have trouble coming your way?
Nah, the police can fuck
Oh,
with
it's
you.
got to be
It's
open
called
carry.
having a concealed weapon.
You got to have yeah. I think in Memphis you
You
can
gotta
conceal
have
it.
it, but motherfuckers can
You
see
can
it.
open carry. You can conceal it. I think Memphis is like. I think Memphis you could just damn near just strap it on your put it on your necklace and just walk around with it. But I don't know. I'm gonna look it up again. I was Google's a motherfucker. You get the Google tell you some shit like yeah, like you can there's no definition of brandishing. Like huh? It's not even in the books. Like what is that? Like California, that's a shit. Brandishing that can get you some years in jail. That damn near attempted murder. That damn near conspiracy.
Lawyer,
What?
he might could get a he might could get a good lawyer, man, and break the NBA ass off.
Yeah.
I sure would try. If they try to, do the most and take sponsors and half of the season or a whole season, because playing with his money, even though okay, that's not good in the NBA, he shouldn't do that. But I mean, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like you got to be a robot. You got to can't do nothing.
They are taking his Nike deal.
That offends someone else.
They didn't release his Nikes. I heard they said they're supposed to be released and they took down the post or some shit. They're supposed to be released next week.
My son, one of those, they gonna be tight.
They said they're now taking them out. They're not releasing them. Well, they took the post down.
Nike yet, though, huh?
They're gonna release them. They just took the post down. They don't want people commenting on the post, and they don't want to be part of the circus. Like Nike supports guns. What you say?
I said they gonna wait till that shit cool down. It ain't so hot, and put them out.
Yeah, they're gonna slide them out right before Christmas time.
On them shoes.
But they only got them in that red color right now.
No, I seen different colors.
You seen different colors?
Mhm.
Y'all seen that red one pop up? Yeah, they look clean. The little Kyries, 2.0s.
Yeah, a little bit better than the most, but it's his first one, so see. But yeah, I liked them.
Yeah. All right, JB. Well, shit. I think we pretty much hit everything. Trying to think anything else you want to end it off? What you got to say?
No, that's about it. You just shit. Hopefully, could do something about discrimination and the shit that they making it about, trying to make it like that. That's not what it's about. I got one thing to say. You seen the Crip talking about he throwing up gang signs and all that.
Ja Morant.
Yeah.
He throwing up gang signs in the gang. In the game.
Yeah.
Like blood.
Yeah, you know how when they make the three, they throw up the big, but now they got the two fingers and the thumb up that look like it's neighborhood sign. But all the basketball players do that.
Yeah.
Because they got the three fingers up. But it might have something to do with some gang banging too, a little bit. But I mean, I see the white, all of them doing it and stuff. They just paint a narrative that they ain't got nothing to do with what's really going on.
Yeah, they really trying. They trying their hardest. They trying their hardest. The 3-pointer is the he throwing up. They already said that's white power, so it's white power. It's the 3-pointer and it's blood.
And they got the one where they threw the two fingers sign, the thumb up. That's neighborhood sign. But
yeah.
They got signs meaning all kinds of shit all over the world. So
yeah,
they can change it up. It's like it's for the rock and roll. It's also for the bloods, and it gets tricky.
Yeah, the context of it. You know what I mean? Bye,
Yeah, it
JB.
almost depends
If
on it.
y'all ain't subscribed to JB, wake your game up. Go ahead, JB, wake your game up. Subscribe to him right now and get some good content. Like definitely is some you get his point of view on most situations. If you want to get that real point of view, no fake, no fluff. Like tune in, tune in to that. You know what I mean? He's gonna hit you on some of them subjects that ain't nobody covering. You know what I mean? So tap in over there. Definitely.
Definitely check it out, man. Check it out, y'all.